Gentlemen, I am here to deliver the results of what we have learned about these creatures. Not only what we have learned about their biological characteristics and behavioral patterns, but also their tactical military potential. We refer to these creatures as SPOGs, Sports Player Object Gyros. As far as we can currently ascertain, they are impossible to tranquilize, so our knowledge of their anatomy is based purely on observation. This outer ring of structures seems to comprise its locomotive system. Interior to that is a separate circular structure that may have something to do with its navigational abilities. And circumscribed within that is what we refer to as the face. From what we can currently deduce, the first human-SPOG interaction happened in 1951 when a Mrs. Kinderbitty of Gary, Indiana, received another in a series of commemorative decorative plates from the U.S. Postal Service. While hanging this plate to display with the others, she accidentally dropped it. The broken plate suddenly released a living SPOG that immediately scurried away and out an open window. Subsequent reports of stolen goods suddenly rise 5,000%, especially around round objects such as car tires, cooking pots, and phonographs. Since the first human interaction with a SPOG, it has been widely reported and verified that the SPOG possesses very unique capabilities and qualities. These attributes, never before seen in nature, make the SPOG a potentially potent weapon for the U.S. military. This secret research complex, constructed in the Arizona desert, is a center of SPOG research. Dozens of scientists work around the clock breeding the subjects and ultimately testing their physical characteristics, as well as research their evolutionary history. This SPOG has been running on this wheel non-stop for over 80 hours. Far more stamina than our attending researcher, who fell asleep after 15. We'll wake him if anything interesting happens. An elaborate maze awaits experiment in directional memory. At one end, a reward. At the other, our subject SPOG. Every turn in the labyrinth, each blind alley, has been conceived and constructed using science to meticulously plot and test the furthest limits of the subject's orientation and memory. Unexploded bomb disposal is one of the few areas wherein we found success. The guileless hexapods will ingest live explosives with abandon and regenerate quickly from the resulting trauma. What we have shown you are clips of experiments where we actually induced the SPOG to perform. However, 99% of the experiments failed because the SPOG just didn't feel like it. Time after time, requests were answered simply with the phrase, "I don't feel like it." If a SPOG decides it doesn't feel like it, there is nothing that can be done. After exhaustive research on hundreds of subjects, we have concluded that although SPOGs have the ability to exhibit extremely unique and beneficial qualities, they mostly do not feel like it, rendering them useless. They are just too mischievous, curious, rebellious, unruly, incorrigible, recalcitrant, wayward, ill-behaved, passive to the point of extreme laziness, heinous, unkempt, unstable, vexatious, plaguesome, and odious little rascals. The only things SPOGs care about whatsoever is sporting activities and stealing. You see what I mean?